interacting with the guide on the Discord. So I looked the price and they were like, yes, $10 if I get the um, excellent prize. However, the more interesting thing was the merit prize, which apparently meant that um, the merit prize it apparently meant that I was to receive not just money, which money is fine, uh, but I would receive official merchandise. So I think today, on my birthday of all days, I can say that now because I know that no one's really watching. Um, I think I actually received the actual official merchandise from the developers of Reverse 1999. I didn't like order anything online. I haven't shopped for anything. I got a confirmation message asking if I wanted to receive my prize from China. So I could be wrong about this, and if I am, egg on my face. But if I'm not wrong, then this is official merchandise from Reverse 1999, and that would be amazing. Oh, it is. It is official merchandise from Reverse 1999. I see the word poltergeist. Um, okay, so there's like a couple stuff in here. There's like a small bag of things, but I'm gonna show you the big thing first because I think I just got a cosplay item. Holy cow. Okay. Um, I guess I have to stand up for this. I think I think because I released because I did the guide during this patch. That's when this came out. Okay. All right. Yep. Hang on. Is this a blanket or is this? Is it actually the full blanket? Or is it a towel? Wait. No. It feels like a blanket. Okay. Um, I can't tell if it's a towel or a blanket, but you guys see this, right? This is 37, and this is Shamani over here. That is. Wait, hang on. I don't recognize you. Who are you? Vincent. Huh. Well, I have no idea who you are. Like at first, I was thinking that Matis might be Lopera, but no, I have no idea who that is. Um, we have Marcus with the tropical outfit. Uh, okay, this should be Vila. Oh, it is Vila. Right. So these are all of the people um who received outfits during the Tristis Tropics event patch, like the main story. So I'm trying to think. Could this be Laperia? Barefoot. Hang on. Let me just move it over a little bit. Yeah, I don't recognize the character like this, and they have the name written differently than I'm used to. Sorry, it's mirrored because it's well, if no other reason than I have it mirrored so that you guys can see my left and right hands. That's really the only reason. So when I raise my right hand, it's actually my right when I look in the camera. Um, Poltergeist. Look at her. She's so cute. Look at her. I was gonna say like I essentially received the cosplay items I thought I was receiving cosplays Poltergeist blanket here. But though this isn't Poltergeist blanket, this is definitely out there. It's like, look, you got all these Trista Peaks ah, characters appearing on the blanket. Okay, I will send a power picture to the Discord. But this is awesome. This is so awesome. Whose outfit is this? Who are you? Yenisei?
Привет, Miss Verton. I'm arranging the travel notes from the last trip.
Oh, it is Yenisei. And hang on. Yeah, it's Yenisei. You can see the sash going around her arms. The red hair, though in this case it appears a little bit darker on the blanket. The simple pattern of the dress, and yeah, barefoot with an anklet on her leg. There you go. Okay, we figured it out. We figured it out. It's actually gonna say no, no ads, no ads, no ads. Um, that's amazing. Okay, but that is not the only merchandise I received from Reverse 1999. Um, we also received a smaller package. I was see when they said they were gonna send me like merchandise. I thought that meant, you know, stickers or like a pin or something. There are there are a lot of things they sent me. Um, I guess I'll start with the smallest thing first. Um, so speaking on stickers, we have stickers. Tropical collage. Ah, okay. So they're all based on the main story event. That's where all the merchandise is focused around. Okay, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think the stickers. See, I would want it to be visible on stream, but there isn't really a lot of space for me to place them. I suppose I could like paste them on the phone for which I use for like sound reasons. Um, but then I'm afraid of it just like not adhere properly because it's sticking to foam, not to an actual wall um, or a poster. So I might just give the stickers to my sister, who is also a player for Verse 1999. She's also an artist and occasionally like submits fan art. If you would like to check it out, um, you can see her art over on their Ko-fi page and their website. Hang on, go to the ad command. Yeah, there. Tasha J4D. You can see their art there. Oh, yep, little stickers. Mostly the locations. Okay, let me see. Oh, actually, they're very thin. They're very thin stickers. They like feel like they've been printed on like rather than photo paper, just like thin paper. So this would be probably better on a notebook or something. Yeah, looking at it, it's mostly locations. So like you wouldn't necessarily place them by themselves. You'd place them together like a collage. Ooh, this is kind of cool though. Hang on. Actually, let's just switch screens again. Hang on. Focusing. Focusing. This little person on here, which is the Order of Enlightenment. Very cool. Okay, maybe I'll keep this one. and the others I will give to my sibling, who is like a much bigger fan of stickers. Okay, this one says Anjanala. Well, okay. I realize you guys probably can't read it again because it's mirrored, so I'll just send a picture on the Discord. See, I was expecting to receive these merchandise like I don't know, midway through April or even late April, possibly even May. Uh, this was actually pretty fast, all things considered. Okay, another thing I received here. Um, is this a hmm? What is this? Says yeah. Says yeah, please. I can do that one more time. Um, okay. Are these? Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, okay. Here, let me show you what these are. These are essentially postcards. But you may notice they are actually stills from the game. Like they are actually printed out um stills from the visual novel chapter, Twisted Peaks. Okay, that is very cool. So, spoilers for anyone who hasn't like played Twisted Peaks yet. Look, Anjanala. Anjanala. I'm so delirious with like uh being half asleep. So I apologize if this isn't like the most fascinating thing to watch right now. I feel like all this together costs way more than $10, especially with shipping that I didn't pay for. Yeah, let me show you the rest of these here. But again, spoilers ahead for a lot of these. Um, a lot of really good pictures of Anjanala, which I can say that a lot of my friends are really gonna appreciate. Oh man, I really want to stick these to my wall, and I think I might honestly. They're kind of dark colored, so I don't know how well they would pop out necessarily against the background, but I could find a way, I guess, to like put a corkboard up or something. Because man, look at these. I think this is every like pretty much every art still image in the chapter. Ah, Sophia, look at that! Look at that! And of course, Anjanala, um, as she received her name, Anja Nala. Interestingly enough, um, under the light of what I currently have, she doesn't necessarily show up like you would wait a minute. This one unfolds. Oh, there's more in the back. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, I don't remember this art unless it's like part of her outfit or something. I've never seen this artwork before. Maybe I missed something. And like my eagle-eyed friends would be able to like suss it out. But Yeah, no, I've never seen that before. Woo. Verton on the ground, resting in Erd's hut. I mean, this is all spoiler heavy, so I guess this segment of the unboxing video, because I'm definitely gonna be posting this to YouTube. I'm gonna put a whole spoiler tag and section around. Amazing, amazing. A whole packet of official art from Reverse 1999. I'm just gonna very carefully and very gingerly put it back in the plastic for now. I will figure out how I'm going to be like putting some of these artwork, and not most of the artwork, up on my wall so that's visible during streams or when I stand up. Um, or maybe I should just buy a corkboard so I have somewhere to place these. Okay, okay. Uh, and there's a couple more. Okay, there's two more. Ooh, I think. Okay, I'll save the one that I'm most interested in for last because it does seem to be the most valuable and quite possibly also the most fragile and possibly practical, maybe. Um, so I will save that for last. Instead, I will show you this one. So like I was saying, this is kind of all I expected. I was planning to get like some stickers, maybe a pin. I got stickers and pins, and that artwork and a blanket, and there's one other thing that I'm so excited to show you guys. Ow, the ad. Okay, okay, okay. We'll let the ad run. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? My original plan was that I was going to just like, you know, uh, I was supposed to be asleep from like 30 minutes ago to 30 minutes from now. Um, but you know what? This is so incredible, and it's filling me with so much energy and excitement. I'm just gonna I'm gonna switch over to Reverse 1999. We're just gonna play Reverie. We're just gonna play, uh, uh, I don't know, the Reminiscence. Maybe do Window to Other Worlds just for fun. Because holy cow, that is amazing. Oh man, thank you so much to Blue Epoch for getting me all of this and for giving me so much of it. Like I I created like a silly guide because I knew that um you might have a hard time um getting into it. They might not be as familiar with these kind of mechanics that you would find in a lot of mobile games of like waiting, building, and and figuring out the math of it all. And definitely there are a lot of people who like figured out things way way faster than me, um, and incorporated their information into the guide. Like, the maximum for training critter is 2.4. I didn't know that. I couldn't have known that. Like with my full time job and the way I play, where I kind of like spread things out instead of hyper focusing or optimizing on one critter, I wouldn't have figured it out in like 2 or 3 days, which apparently some people did. Um, strategically spending their currency, but I was able to like tell people about the usefulness of rolling, of buying certain things with the starting currency, whereas other things, how to optimize the routes, how they work, even how the factories work, how the cafe works. Did I make some mistakes in the guide as I was writing it? Yes, I made some mistakes. But other players' input in the community were able to point out like when I messed up or what was like speculation or was it a bit unclear. And I did like note those parts like being unclear. I'm not sure about those. Like for example, the mutation rates. We couldn't figure out what the mutation rates were for the longest time. Um, but using a mix of like first-hand experience together with the eventually someone pointed out there was actually a Chinese version of the math of it all. Not necessarily like explaining how the critter wilderness works, but the math of it all. Someone has a Chinese version of the guide there. Uh, so I was able to look at, oh, okay. Really, the only way to improve mutation rates is to like have critters of excellent status, which is like overall having 2,700, and not like 900 for every stat, but just like in general overall 2,700 every stat. So that's pretty damn cool. Um, Apparently, also, I thought it'd be auto deleted after that version, but it turns out uh, they just, still have it up. So the guide is available, as is the YouTube videos. They're all stuff on YouTube. If people are confused about Critter Wilderness. Okay, so now the ads are over. Um, Here are the pins that I won. As you can see, we have Marcus, and I believe the other one. Hmm. Wait. Oh no, wait. I think they're both Marcos. Yes, they're both Marcos. They are both pins of Marcos, who is actually one of my favorite characters in this game. She is a bookworm and is also a published writer. Oh my goodness. So one has her smiling, and the other has her kind of like looking off in the distance, kind of just like uh, kind of wondrously in her really cute summer outfit. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Okay, so the pièce de résistance. Um, I realized I should switch over again. Sorry. Here. Look at that. Look at that. I do apologize for the focus. I realize that it's not super clear otherwise. There we go. Okay. Alright. The last one. And I think I'm not sure if it's a mouse pad or a stand, but either way, it is beautiful. Look at that. Actually, I should open up the plastic. It's actually in like a triple plastic, I think. And for good reason. Okay. We're opening up the main plastic. It's in a Ziploc bag. Okay, it was triple plastic, it's double plastic, but still. Look at that. Again, I realized that the screen is mirrored. Um, so you guys aren't going to see the text necessarily. I will take proper pictures on Discord. Um, but I just wanted to show this off. Look at that. It's a portrait of Anjanala. who was the featured character in Trusted Straw Peaks along with Lopera, a limited character. Uh, excuse me. Okay, but I open up the Ziploc. There's a Ziploc for it. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of heft to it. Okay, so the writing is just on the Ziploc bag. Oh, okay, it's a stand. Yep, it is a stand. It's a shiny stand for this Anjanala art piece. I was like, is this like a stand or is this a mouse pad? I wasn't sure, but no, this kind of confirms that this is an art stand. Look at that, amazing, amazing artwork. So I will just place that in the stand. I don't want to break it. Let's put it on a flat surface. I do want to show it to you guys, but also I don't want to break it. It's made of like hard acrylic plastic, so you know, I don't think I could break it pretty easily, but you know, just to be safe. Okay, hang on. I don't want to like ruin the. Oh wait, I think it's covered in a layer of plastic that I'm supposed to remove. Um, yeah, a little bit. There's a little bit of plastic that's like covering it up. Actually, are the postcards covered in this same plastic, or is it just this one? Oh, I'm kind of afraid to peel it. Oh, no, it's coming off. It's coming off. It's there. It's coming off. It's coming off. It's coming off. And the art is staying on. Okay, yeah, I gotta peel this plastic. Ah, that is satisfying. Oh, look at that. The protective film is slowly but surely coming off a layer of plastic. So I guess in the end, it was actually triple plastic. Just, you know, not triple plastic bagged. There was the original plastic bag, you know, which came in, and then there's a second Ziploc bag with actual print of Anjanala's name on it, um, you know, which I will be like showing off again in a bit on Discord. And then there's this layer of plastic on the artwork itself. I don't have a shelf. I can't place this behind me. Should I get a shelf just for this? You know, I need to decongest my room anyway. There's like a whole there's a whole filing cabinet in my room for storage reasons. If I get rid of that filing cabinet, I will have space for a shelf. But also behind me is also how the door opens. So if I were to get a shelf, it would be very small. It would be like thin, and just to like put up the stand and nothing else. I guess my car keys, my car keys, my bicycle keys. I don't have car keys. I don't own a car. Um, my house keys, I guess. Um, I don't know what else could I put on there. Loose earphone cables. My tumbler. I don't know. I guess less of a shelf and just more of an end desk. That's like tall enough for the camera to see. I just slowly peeling off the plastic layer. It's really on there, and there's like two sides to it too. I'm just like very carefully removing it. No adhesive left behind. Very good, very good. All right, it's coming off. It is free, and because the protective plastic is being removed, you can see that it's much clearer now. Uh, you can actually see the dancers in the back on the splash art. Like all around. I understand it's a bit reflective. Hang on, let me see if I turn off the light, it'll be better. No, it's not better. I'll just have a picture of it like face down on something because it's reflecting light so much. Excuse me. Again, I do apologize. I literally woke up to get this delivery, and I ended up, um, you know, well, being half awake when I'm doing this, and I should drink water. I should drink water. Mm. So yeah, throwing all my plants out the window. I am fully awake now. I was like, why wasn't this stand fitting? Oh yeah, there's like a layer of plastic that is on this thing, on this stand, that I'm now just like slowly but surely peeling off. What an awesome birthday gift, honestly. If it were my birthday. I mean, I know I didn't just receive this for free. Like, again, um, it's because I made the effort to write up a guide for a game mode that I saw people were struggling with, and then I didn't just leave it alone. I took input from other players, and together we like crowdsourced information on how the Creator Wilderness actually works, and through that method, we were able to make a guide that is not perfect, um, but it kind of explains how everything in well, most of everything in the Creator Wilderness works, and like how to better understand it for players who just don't understand the tutorial, or maybe a bit overwhelmed with all the information being thrown at them. Um, Especially with so much of it like requiring actual time to pass. 48 hours to train a critter is a lot of time. Um, Even with the candy to like speed up the training, like most people, will compulsively feel the need to wait for those kind of things. It's the RPG hoarding mentality. Just like, oh, but what if I need it later? And then you have like hundreds of the item, or well, usually dozens, but no, these days RPGs hundreds of the item, and you're like, oh no, I could use it later, and then you're like, oh well, I don't really need to use it anymore, so I won't use it. Which is kind of what happened to most players, I think, for Critter Wilderness, except for the ones who are like really rushing to get rewards. Which, by the way, Critter Wilderness does not have any rewards related to the main game. It's all rewards related back to Critter Wilderness. Um, which is very cute, but also meant that not a lot of players were even interested in the Critter Wilderness because they're like, oh, it's just achievements, it's just, you know, rewards feeding back into itself. So, a lot of people were like turned off by it, especially with the not necessarily being able to understand all of its mechanics. So, um, I wanted to like bring it to more people and show, hey, check it out, because like it is legitimately pretty fun once you understand it. Um, and yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but it's not too complicated that you wouldn't like. There you go. You wouldn't necessarily like not have fun doing it. You know? like all my makeup is off. Well, for the most part, you can kind of still see a little bit of eyeshadow. I realize now that I don't necessarily look my best, but who cares? Thank you to Blue Epoch for the prize. Thank you to everyone in the reverse community who like pooled their knowledge and not just like helped work on the guide with me, but also answered questions from those new players, from the people who were experienced but like couldn't wrap their heads necessarily around the critical illness, but kind of ask for questions and answers. Thank you to everyone who like helped make that guide comprehensible, readable, and helpful. And I hope that anyone who stumbles upon that guide or the videos that I have for that find it useful and have fun with that game mode. Again, it is a completely optional game mode, but because of it, and because we took the effort to like, you know, do our best um, to like help people with it, um, Reverse sent me a lot of merchandise. I didn't realize again there'd be this much merchandise. So let me just show it off again. Of course, we have this wonderful stand, and I'm gonna take a screenshot again. Oh, hang on. I wanna take a screenshot of us smiling with it. Okay, and that one. I will post in the official Discord. Oh, looks like I missed a sign in day. Whoops. Yeah, I missed a sign in day. It's fine. Um, where can I post this? Win list giveaways. Okay, no, not there. Thank you, Blue Puck. Thank you. Thank you to the reverse players, and thank you for the reverse Discord community, um, for giving me all of this. It is genuinely amazing. I feel like I should like go back and take more screenshots. Okay, but like to show it off again. Uh, Again, here is the art stand of Anjanala, which I'll have to place somewhere to make it visible because I don't want to just like leave it for only me to see. You know, I really want to show it off to you guys. I'm so proud of it. Like this is the best merch piece in the whole setup. So like it's gotta like be the most visible. You know, I want to show it off. Like I'm really proud of it. But for now, I'll put it to the side. Yeah, I can see it. You guys can't necessarily. Here are the pins. Uh, let's take some screenshots of that. It's a little bit blurry, but again, I'll take backup pictures later. Um, with my phone. Ba-bam. The stickers. Let's see. I actually have them flipped around a little bit, so let me just fix that. And let's show off the best stickers. You know what? I should change the lighting. What am I doing? Of course things aren't popping properly if I'm like under this blue light. Ah. Okay, that's a little bit better. There's Spooky and the Ookie. They're all together kooky. Yes, I know. I was supposed to wake up from my nap just now, but we ended up waking up way earlier because the delivery arrived like that. There's a ship from China to the Philippines. Which, you know, doesn't sound too far if you think about it. But also, it's across international borders. So, it's still pretty dang awesome. Hang on. Let me show one that's not like a non-spoiler. But it's like still really, really good. Oh, the last one. I should showcase the last one. Yes. The one that unfolds. This one. Sorry, I'm trying to like position this in my fingers. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Ah, it's making the light. Stop. Okay, here we go. I try to capture every moment. I just can't do it. Slipping through my fingers all the time. Oh man, if I had the money to actually buy this merch for myself, uh, in a heartbeat. But I will take the prize for the low cost of free. Well, aside from the time we spent working on the guide. And of course, the very first one we opened, the big one. I would say the second biggest prize that we got, but like the biggest prize in terms of actual sheer size. Can't even be like, see. Hang on. Let me take out my earphones. What am I doing? You can